Hi, I'm Terry Lee Bovell, and welcome back to another great episode of Planting Seeds, where entrepreneurs pitch their business ideas to a panel of investors in hopes that they can land themselves a cash investment to grow their business. Now, let's take a look at today's investor panel. Homemade bread. Just the sense of it can whet the taste buds. We all love it, but not all of us are lucky enough to have the time or talent to bake it. Kathleen Joseph, CEO and founder of Trini Bakes, aims to help bread lovers everywhere have access to fresh bread. Can she convince the judges to give her some much-needed dough to get Trini Bakes on the rise?
Hi, good day investors. My name is Kathleen Joseph and this is my husband Eric Joseph, and we're the owners of Trini Bakes. We offer a product that's fresh, that's convenient, and we're passionate about allowing people to make their own bread. It's so easy to use. You take it out, it's packaged. There are 5 different types. There's pumpkin and ginger, there's basil and parsley, whole wheat, there's fluffy fry bake, there's coconut bake. And you literally take it out, it thaws, it raises, it does that, and you bake it and you eat it. We're packaged in 4 different formats. You can get it as a loaf, as a sub, as a hop, or as a ball of dough that you could make at your own convenience. And in the first year, we sold just a couple hundred for that 6-month period. But we were able to increase the number we sold by 150% in 2016. But in the first quarter of this year, we've already sold more than 300% of what we sold last year. And so we are now looking for an investment of $350,000, either equity for 20%, or we'll be willing to look at that.
So these are the products that
Right,
you
so
sell?
what we have before you, we actually have some pumpkin and ginger bread, which is the one that people really, really love.
Can I
and
open
so you
it?
can open it and you can have a taste. It's baked this morning, of course.
The idea of this is fantastic. I think it's a great idea. Congratulations on it. You were talking about a 300% increase in the first 3 months. So what is your dollar sales
All right,
for the
so
first quarter?
this year we did about 11,000.
Okay.
All right?
So you're not into supermarkets, you're not
No,
into...
we're not yet.
Not
No.
into the mass
No.
market.
Not as yet.
Tell us a little bit about the funding and what you have planned for the use of the funding.
20,000 persons will be able to walk into the supermarkets all over the place and pick up a pumpkin and ginger tomorrow. And so in order to do that, we need to have a blast freezer, because the temperature from mixing to freezing, we need to get that time down so that it maintains the freshness of the product and actually could last longer on the shelf. We also need to set up a better operation center, because we started at our domestic situation and now we're expanding. So we know we need to organize that aspect of it. We want to do a better packaging, and as well as we want to make sure that we invest some more in marketing.
So on the healthy side, are you adding something artificially to this bread
No.
so it lasts longer?
So
when it's
nothing.
frozen?
So no preservatives, there's no dyes. In fact, the pumpkin and ginger is fresh pumpkin and ginger.
Kathleen, my concern immediately is the minute you introduce this to a supermarket that has an in-house bakery,
Yeah.
they're going to follow you. So my concern is the minute you develop a market, these guys are going to come and enter and maybe squash you a little bit,
Right.
or force your pricing and your margins down. Let me tell you, Kathleen, I think for me, it's a little too early for me to be involved.
Sure.
With the sales levels that you have, it's a lot of scaling up you're going to have to do and a lot of work you're going to have to do. I'm prepared to assist you all in introducing you to a couple contacts that might be able to help to get into the gourmet shops,
Right.
to get into the supermarkets. I think you need another year before you come back and ask for 350,000,
Sure.
because you need to maximize your existing machinery.
Sure.
And actually, I'm happy to hear what Joe has said. From the bank perspective, I think there's a real opportunity when you're talking about replacing imports with local product. I think that is a real opportunity.
And in terms of my investor, I know him very well, and he is not into food. But I agree with Joe. We have a lot of networks that we can put you through in order to get you into more restaurants and more stores, so that you can. And congratulations on being able to run a business together as a couple, because not many people can do that at all. So
And
you're
still be smiling.
yeah.
Thank
All right,
you
guys.
so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much.
Trini Bakes, I love your concept. I am forever throwing out a loaf of bread every other week because family is small, people are eating less bread, so you don't use it right away. So this idea has a lot of potential. However, you're still on a very, very small scale. For you to get an investor, you really need to ramp up your production, you need to ramp up your distribution before an investor could even partake in this. You need to build up your own equity, and then you may not even need an equity investor, but I think you can get bank financing. So go ahead, build your business, and look for bank financing before you look for that equity investor.
Imagine being able to earn more. Imagine getting the chance to live more. Imagine living a life where you can see more. Imagine you with JMMB, your best interest at heart.
Workers who feel truly cared for are key to creating a business that can grow quickly. One way of accomplishing this is by offering a great benefits package. Beacon Insurance wants to see your small business grow, which is why they have created the Be Better plan, tailored to businesses with 3 to 35 employees. This service is simple and easy to use with an online portal that provides information on plan eligibility, claim status and benefits. Visit us today at www.beacon.co.tt to learn about how you can grow your small business and retain the industry's best and brightest by offering them Beacon's Be Better Employee Benefits Plan.
Can Yellow Pages make a difference in your business? Here's what one of our customers had to say.
Hi, I'm Amira Hussain, General Manager at Delta Windows and Doors Limited. Delta has been in existence for over 25 years, and we've been advertising with the Yellow Pages since our inception. As our business has evolved, so has our advertising in the Yellow Pages. Our customers can now access us via print, website, and the mobile app. The Yellow Pages has made it easy for customers to find us and continues to help our business increase sales and market share.
Look at this, maybe you should put this on. This must be in the catalog.
But this one is so much more affordable.
This one ran out.
Very Exciting Things Limited, the Caribbean's leading supplier of promotional products.
Hello, good day. I am Roshan Panchu, and this is Carmelin Manohar. We are here from Runblock International Company Limited.
Investors, now is the time to invest in the Runblock. Currently in Trinidad and Tobago, there are at least 4 medium-sized manufacturing firms and 2 large ones. Runblock is currently in negotiations with one of these manufacturers, the medium-sized, that is, to purchase a plant. Investors joining with us now will therefore benefit with the assured profits from their going concern operation, that they have this proven track record of earning profits in the current block market in Trinidad and Tobago. All of these manufacturers, as mentioned, are currently fiercely competing with each other for the market share and at the same time making profits. The benefit of RunBlock will now see your investment and market share inclusive of profits grow exponentially, having now a better block at the same market price, being the sole provider of this product to this excellent industry.
So what are you asking us for today?
A 25% investment at an $8 million price for the purchase of the going concern gets us down to $2 million TT dollars. The rest will be financed through the bank.
RunBlock, y'all are back. Y'all were here in our first season.
Yes,
I remember you very well. The manufacturer that is manufacturing your block on your behalf is charging you the same price that he sells his block for. Still the current situation?
That is correct.
And that you've done phenomenally well, even though you're $1 or $2 more than he is, and for his block that he's selling.
Tell us a little bit about what your capacity looks like in terms of what sort of production are you able to do now in the current arrangement that you have?
Within the last 24 months, I've sold over 300,000 RunBlocks in Trinidad and Tobago.
I know that you had a big construction site that you were working on at the Boys.
Yes.
Can you give us some feedback about what they said about the RunBlocks that have been used so far?
The contractor and the owner of that project love the block. It's been a structural product. On that side, they use over 80,000 blocks, and they're looking at a savings of over $250,000.
So couldn't you actually have the owner take a cut of the 50 cents so that he actually don't have to buy the plant all at once?
Every block these people manufacture, these block manufacturers manufacture, they sell it. Why pay me a license fee or a royalty, which would add their cost to production when they can sell what they presently make? That is the challenge I'm being faced with.
Well, as you know, I have Monty wasn't able to be here today, so he's given me some guidelines onto what he was looking for. So my question is, would you be willing to work with Ernst & Young to possibly see if we can get a valuation done on that company to see if it's worth $8 million in the first place? And I think that once you have a legitimate valuation on that, then we can liaise with JMMB and see what the financing requirements would be on a valuation for that. I do feel as though there is some merit in having your own facility and then definitely licensing to go internationally and regionally. But I know particularly a little bit about your case as well, and I've spoken to some of your manufacturers from before, and they're making money on you.
Yes,
right? They're making a lot of money on you.
Let's meet Monty. I agree with Stephanie. Evaluation of that is also very good. But there's some discussions that we have to have after. Let's go that way.
And then since you have local help, I think on the international side, and you already come to the US, I got contacts in manufacturing and building and builders that can talk to you. So when you're ready for that side, then just definitely reach out. So.
Yeah.
All right, guys, listen, I'll be prepared to meet with you all after. You have all of us interested in helping you, so let's carry it to the next level.
So congratulations.
Well done.
Congratulations.
Congrats, guys.
Unfortunately, for one of the episodes, I was unable to make it for private reasons. But someone in their wise wisdom actually committed me to an investment. Very interestingly, the investee is something I knew nothing about, an industry that's not my forte, but it required me to do a lot of my own investigations to understand the industry. And when I looked at it, I was pretty much surprised at the opportunity that this investee had. It culminated in a meeting that I was wowed by the investee, and I think that particular investee is going to do some great things in literally building this country to greater heights.
I've been persistent and not giving up. Like now I feel as though I'm brain drained for the amount of time and years I've invested in this. You know, and finally I feel relief for securing an investor.
Can Yellow Pages make a difference in your business? Here's what one of our customers had to say.
Hi, I'm Amira Hussain, General Manager at Delta Windows and Doors Limited. Delta has been in existence for over 25 years, and we've been advertising with the Yellow Pages since our inception. As our business has evolved, so has our advertising in the Yellow Pages. Our customers can now access us via print, website, and the mobile app. The Yellow Pages has made it easy for customers to find us and continues to help our business increase sales and market share.
at this. Maybe you should put this on. This must be in the catalog.
But this one is so much more affordable.
This one ran out.
Very Exciting Things Limited, the Caribbean's leading supplier of promotional products. Imagine being able to earn more. Imagine getting the chance to live more. Imagine living a life where you can see more. Imagine you with JMMB, your best interest at heart.
Our next entrepreneur, Elliot Ash, CEO and founder of Omni Classifieds, seeks to develop the art form through technological innovation. How do they plan to do that? By building a website that will be able to manage and adjudicate national competitive and non-competitive events. Let's see if Elliot can convince the panel that this business will generate enough revenue to secure an investment.
Hello investors, and how are you all doing today?
Great, thank you.
Well, my name is Elliot Ash, and I'm here to do a presentation on DATI. DATI means developing the art form through technological innovation. What it is a software platform that we have developed as a result of our involvement inside of the National Calypso Monarch competition. We have been able to see the inefficiencies in the system. What we've been able to do is to develop this software application that is able to deliver this value to them. But the software is not only just limited to just the Calypso competition. If we are aspiring to be first world, one of the things that we have to do is to identify talent at a very early age. So we have these prodigies that we identify at 5, 6. And this software allows us to have what we call a data repository, where we collect data through these competitions and through the non-competitions in terms of all the things that are happening inside of the belly of the system. So what I'm asking you to do is to make this investment $1 million inside of it. How are we going to spend this money? Part of the challenge we have is that we have to implement this thing so that people will see what it is. And when we go through this implementation, it may have a lead time because it's a software that you're implementing inside of organizations that are a little bit stiff.
Have you valued your company yet? Is there a valuation of the company? What are you selling today? Have you any revenues today?
No, we don't have, the software is not implemented now.
What are your projected revenues and where are the revenue streams coming from?
Our revenue streams will come obviously from the stakeholder organizations like MAS, Calypso, PAN.
What are they paying for exactly? So explain
what they're paying for use.
Okay.
A subscription to the service.
And if you had to sell that subscription today, what's the price of my confidence? What's your price point for that subscription? What are you thinking based on the $1 million you've asked for?
Per license.
So it depends. Yeah. So it's scalable in terms of what I will charge.
I think we get that. I'm just trying to decide, like, at what point do we see revenues coming off your hard costs, covering your server costs, covering your development costs? Like at what, at some level you need to hit that margin so you're covering your costs. But in my sense, so I see a lot of software that does this already. Like, so it seems like you want to be the consultant coming in to deploy the software that's kind of already out there already. You would just want to be the one to integrate it and support in Trinidad, because this software exists all over the place that I've seen. I mean, I've been in software for 25 years, but it sounds like you just want to be the person here possibly implementing the software. So I would say if you can close your first batch of 5 or 10 customers and show revenues on that, then I think that's a huge sale for the people from investor side because they see that traction.
So I think that you're on the right track in identifying a need, but you need to be able to find the quickest way to service that need. And I think that Jacob is very right in terms of getting an existing software and being the distributor for it in the Caribbean.
The altruism of the idea is great, but in terms of if you want to monetize it, you know, there's going to be a little bit more that you would have to work out before you can, you know, just get that $1 million, at least from the investor table or even from the traditional banking sector.
Thank you very much, Elliot. Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
And here's a solution to what we know is a problem. That is adjudication, the back office management of Carnival. But here's the problem. There's really one user. So to get an investor to buy into this, to buy into a software that is so customized, is going to be very, very difficult. You actually need to get your audience with the government, with the Ministry of Culture, and show them that your solution can work for a problem that occurs year in, year out.
Can Yellow Pages make a difference in your business? Here's what one of our customers had to say.
Hi, my name's Nadine Johnson and I'm the Senior Brand Manager Marketing for Courts for Unicoma Trinidad Limited. We've been advertising in the Yellow Pages for over 2 decades. And with our growing number of almost 40 stores nationwide in Trinidad and Tobago, we found that advertising in the Yellow Pages is the perfect way for us to reach our customers and for our customers to find us. And because the Yellow Pages offers multiple ways for our customers to reach us, we found that it helps us maximize sales and drive business results.
Imagine being able to earn more. Imagine getting the chance to live more. Imagine living a life where you can see more. Imagine you with JMMB, your best interest at heart.
Daniel Charles, CEO and founder of Only Caterers, aims to create a website to be the centralized online hub for catering services. Starting off as a caterer himself, he believes that caterers currently do not have a platform where people can review and learn more about their services. And he aims to fill this gap by providing the Caribbean's first catering review website. Let's see if he can convince the panel that his business should be catered to.
Good day, investors. My name is Daniel Charles, and I'm the founder and CEO of Only Caterers, which is an online order and catering directory. We are solving the tedious process of locating a caterer. We are solving this by having everything centralized in an online catering hub. Secondly, we are solving the problem in that we are taking away the tedious process of screening a caterer. Users to the site can come and type in a name, date, function, chicken, fish. This sends out to our welcoming catering directory. They respond with a menu, pricing details, and tasting opportunities where possible. The third, but most passionately, issue we are addressing in that after conducting a market research, caterers feel and believe that they aren't promoted or highlighted relative to restaurants or fast food outlets. You see, I'm someone who believes in creating opportunities, simplicity, and connectivity for networking and building relationships. As such, we are asking for 350,000 TT in exchange for 20% of Only Caterers. So investors, tell me, who are willing to build our food industry community?
So what do you have today? Do you have an MVP? Have you been testing this in a small market? Do you have just a smaller prototype you've been kind of selling to some audiences? Where are you today with the product?
Yes, right now we are currently online. We have a website and now we tested the market I did the groundwork and did calls, and now we are at the point where we are registering caterers, building the directory.
How many caterers do you have on signed up?
Currently, we have 10 caterers who are signed up. I have started 2 weeks ago, but this is where I reach in the process and coming before you all.
What are you going to use the 350,000 for?
That will cover for my, at phase 2, I intend to go for a web app and mobile app, and also for marketing.
So when the caterer signs up, is there a cost to the caterer to sign up? How does it make money?
How do you make your revenue?
We make revenue from subscription fee, a quarterly subscription fee. There are 2 packages. The caterers, they play platinum and the gold membership. That's $900 per quarter for the platinum membership and $600 per quarter for the gold membership. The only difference is that the platinum members, they will be featured on the home page. So when users come to the site, they will be featured there.
Well, the only thing is that concerns me about this is that Be Mobile actually has a Yellow Pages app that they've now created as well, and that they're marketing. Now, they're obviously a huge telecommunications company. How would you differentiate yourself from them?
The problem with these other directories, such as Yellow Pages, they're not focusing on caterers and food industry. And we also have improved or innovated that process in that persons can now place orders online.
So back in the States, we're investors in maybe 4 or 5 food companies. We believe in the food market, but I think what you're doing is just a directory I don't think is enough to make a sustainable business. Yeah. If you can find a way to disrupt the industry a little bit more in the catering side rather than just a directory, I think I would lean on that, because you obviously have some need that you want to fulfill by creating something like this, but I would definitely try to think beyond the directory side.
Daryl, let me tell you, you know, you're 2 weeks old. You're now signing up caterers, and you're telling me you want 350,000 to go and build a mobile app and this and that. I think you're way ahead of the horse, and that you need to hold in those reins and slow down. But with 350 to go and start up, I think it's too much you're asking for. And again, put on your blinkers, focus on what you're doing, get that going, and then maybe next year come back to us if you want to build the app.
I would also say my ad would be to sort of augment your value proposition, because as Joe said, when you get a caterer, when I've interacted with a caterer the first time, I'm never going back to the site to find them. He's already, I'm going to go to him directly. So what you're going to find is after the first month of subscriptions, I may not be inclined as a caterer to stay on. So I would say spend some time to flesh out the end game and the more sustainable way that that you will provide the service.
So what I can offer you though is that the investor that I represent does want to help people in different ways, of course. And what I think that you should do is capitalize on what Jacob is saying and add something more to the value of your project. So what we will do is we will connect you with Be Mobile and Yellow Pages, and then we will help you, we will finance and sponsor a few production videos, features on the existing restaurants. Maybe you can figure out how you would charge them now for that. So you can now be the middleman that goes, finds all the caterers, finds all these things, and now add value to a company like Be Mobile.
Jump at that.
That's a great deal.
Stephanie is spending Monty's money, which is nice, and we're happy to do that. Exactly. So jump on it and say thank you very much. I'll take it.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, and then we can build from there.
So
perfect.
To this end, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I look forward to working with you.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Daryl, you have a great idea, but I think you need to take this idea much further than just the concept. We all have a problem when we're looking for caterers, but I think you need to think of this app even further, about reviews, about the online ordering, about getting feedback. I mean, you need to think how you're going to scale this up, and I don't think this is something only for Trinidad. This is definitely an idea that could work anywhere in the world, and that's what investors want to see.